If your Wi-Fi is not showing up in settings in Windows, this is how you fix it. All right, guys, so the very first thing we're going to check, this is a simple check, but it's worth doing nonetheless. And that's going to be to look at our quick menu. By default, in Windows 11, that'll be bottom right taskbar. We want to make sure of two things. One, that airplane mode is off, and two, that Wi-Fi is on. So if I click this little arrow next to manage Wi-Fi connections, we can see that Wi-Fi is turned off. We'll click the switch to turn it on. And if that was your problem, you can stop watching now, but it most likely wasn't. So let's continue. All right. So before we go through changing and troubleshooting settings on your computer, we are going to offer another step that is quite simple, but it can actually solve a lot of Wi-Fi related issues. And that's to just do a full power cycle. So we'd recommend shutting down your computer, leave it off for a full 60 seconds, boot it back up, and see if that fixes your issue. And if it doesn't, no worries. We're going to start with the computer settings now. All right, so next up, we're going to go into settings again. That's Windows key and I together on our keyboard. And let's go into network and internet. So if Wi-Fi isn't showing up at all, that means that Windows isn't seeing the adapter. If that's the case for you, you may see a troubleshoot button in the settings here. If you do, you can click that and allow Windows to troubleshoot the Wi-Fi issue. And if you don't see that, let's go on to the next step. Next up, I'm going to enter my command prompt and I'm going to run as administrator. We'll select yes on the pop-up. To check basic network connectivity, I'm going to type the command ping, and then I'll just type Google's DNS 8.8.8.8, and I'll press enter. We're getting a reply, and so this is confirming that we do have basic connectivity, which rules out our internet as being the fault. So let's go on to the next step. All right, so the most common fix is going to be found in Device Manager. We can simply search for that. The Device Manager is part of our control panel. And under here, we will see an option for network adapters. We can see our network adapters here. I have the Intel R Wi-Fi 6E. That's my Wi-Fi adapter. I have my Ethernet adapter here. Now, if I right click on this, it says disable device. So if yours is disabled, you may see enable device. Same thing for the Ethernet controller if you're using a wired connection. So I'll go ahead and disable the device, my Wi-Fi driver. And then if I right click on it, here we can see it says enable. So I'll enable it and I'll double click into this. We can see that the device is working properly. And then we can also click and see the driver details. If we see any kind of warning or something in here, another step would be to click update driver. We'll search automatically for drivers and just confirming that the best drivers for our device are installed. Another thing we can do is try to restart the adapter from network connections. It's also in the control panel. And if we just search network connections, we can pull this up. So this is my Wi-Fi one. It's actually not connected. I literally just haven't connected it. From here, we would right click on Wi-Fi, click disable, and then we can right click and click enable. Even if it's enabled in Device Manager, re-enabling it from here can help to refresh the network stack, and this may resolve your issue. Next up, let's enter the run box. That's Windows key together with R. We're going to type services.msc. We're looking for something called WLAN auto config. This will be towards the bottom as it's listed in alphabetical order. You can see WLAN auto config. There it is right here. This service controls Wi-Fi, and if it's stopped, Wi-Fi can actually disappear entirely. So we want to make sure that it's set to automatic, which mine is, and that it's running. And once we've verified that, we can move on to the next troubleshooting step. For this, we'll go back into our command prompt. We're going to try to manually reset the network stack. For that, we're going to start with netsh winsock reset, and then we'll type reset. We'll press enter. We successfully reset the winsock catalog. Next up, we'll do netsh int IP and then reset again. We'll press enter. You can see that that has all been reset. And then lastly, we'll do ipconfig /flush DNS. And then if you noticed earlier, we saw some notes that we must restart the computer in order to complete the reset. So that will be our next step. We can go into our power. Let's go ahead and restart. Okay, if you are still having issues, there are a few other things we can try. Let's go back to settings and we're gonna go to Windows Update. First, let's make sure that we are up to date. If you have a way to connect to a hardwired connection, then we can check for updates. We also have advanced options here. Under optional updates, we may see something that's available. And if we see any wireless drivers here, we'd want to install those. All right, so this is a last resort as we've ran through all of our troubleshooting methods. This is kind of the last thing that we can try in terms of our software. And that is to go to network and internet. We're gonna go to advanced at the bottom and we're gonna click network reset. And then here we will click reset now. I actually don't want to reset my network settings right this moment, but you would select yes to confirm that. and then you'd proceed, and this will reinstall all of your network adapters and set your components to their original settings. You might have to reinstall VPNs or other virtual switches afterwards, but this is a full reset. It's kind of a last resort, but hopefully this will get you up and running if it still isn't working for you at this point. Now, there's actually one more thing we wanted to show you guys. This is more of a hardware note. If we go back into our device manager, go down to network adapters, and under our Wi-Fi adapter, we have a power management tab, and we're gonna uncheck the power saving option, and then we'll press OK. The last setting that we just changed prevents Windows from turning off the adapter after sleep. If the Wi-Fi adapter after all this still never shows up, even with hidden devices, that can unfortunately point to BIOS settings or a hardware issue. If you're still having issues, feel free to let us know your specifics in the comments below, and we'd be happy to help. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about any of the steps that we went over, feel free to drop those in the comments below, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. If you're interested in purchasing Microsoft Office, Windows 10, Windows 11, remote desktop licenses, or a wide variety of other Microsoft software at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo software. We'll have all the links in the description below. As our channel continues to grow, we're constantly looking for new video topic ideas. If you have any suggestions, we'd love to know what those are. Most viewer commented video requests get made into actual videos on the channel. Lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated as it helps to support the channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.